How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a full Easter egg tutorial on the brand new zombies map Firebase Z. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any of my future uploads, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on the power. Now, to do so, all you have to do is go to the 3 markers that will appear on your screen when you go from the village to Outpost 25. And each power station will need to be activated and filled with zombie souls. Once the power is on, go and talk with Ravenov, then make your way to Mission Control where Dr. Peck will be waiting for you. Also, I would highly recommend that you get stamina up as early as possible in the game because there is quite a lot of running around to do with this Easter egg. But when you go and talk to Dr. Peck, he is just basically going to say that he threw Maxis into the Dark Aether and that there is no way to get her back. After you're done talking to Peck, make your way back to Ravenov again, and he will tell you that you have to make a special truth serum, and he will also give you his ID badge so you can get all of the parts. Now, we are going to use this ID badge to collect 3 parts throughout the map that are all in lockers that the badge is going to unlock. Now, the first locker is going to be right in the village area, right next to the stairs that lead you to the teleporter. The second locker is going to be next to the engineering room, and the third locker is going to be in the colonel's office. Once you have all 3 parts collected, make your way to the barracks where you are going to mix all of the parts into this, kind of like vacuum cleaner looking device. Once they start to mix, a bunch of hellhounds are going to spawn, so make sure that you're equipped to deal with that. Once the dogs are dead, you can make your way back to the vacuum cleaner and insert your mixture into the device and then pick up the device. We are then going to insert it onto the square vent here to get the truth serum to Dr. Peck. Make your way over to Dr. Peck, and if you did this step correctly, you should start to see a purple gas coming into his room, and after that he is going to start to get loopy from the gas, and he will have a short conversation with you about how he loves to dance with Martha. But after about 30 seconds after that conversation, Weaver will ask him what we have to do, and he is going to tell us that we have to go to the data center, that there will be something helpful for us there. Once we get to the data center, make your way over to this machine here towards the end of the room and use the interaction button to unlock it. Once unlocked, you are going to see 4 devices that are now available to pick up and will replace your tactical grenade spot, so where a stim shot or like a monkey bomb would go. Peck then tells you that we need to use these new special devices to transfer the memories of his old coworkers to that machine so that he can help us open the portal. So how this new thing works is kind of like a Pokeball. You throw it on the ground and trigger it by double tapping X or whatever you have to do on the keyboard and mouse. Once it is triggered, it is going to attempt to suck in a zombie just like a Pokeball, but it is only going to keep the zombie in if it is very weak, around 1/10 of its health. Now, if done correctly, the zombie will be sucked into the trap, and the trap is going to tell you that it is ready to be processed. And if done incorrectly, the trap is going to break and the zombie will be free. Now, if that happens, the traps just respawn, so that isn't a big deal. Now, with these Pokeballs, we are going to need to suck up some mimics, but not just any mimics. Once we get to this step in the Easter egg, specific spawns for mimics are going to start occurring in the map, such as the motor pool, in the Juggernaut room, the Colonel's office, in spawn in this upstairs room here, and in Mission Control. Now, these are going to be the locations that your special mimics are going to most likely spawn. Now, they won't seem different from any other mimics, so you just have to suck up any that comes from those rooms. Now, if they aren't spawning where I said, or if you kill a mimic by accident, or if the trap breaks, that's okay. Just wait a few rounds and the mimic will spawn there again. In my gameplay, I messed up the mimic in the spawn village area, and within a few rounds I was able to retry. But with those sucked up mimics, just take them back to the machine and transfer their memories in, and if done correctly, Weaver should say that this is the memory that we needed. Once all 3 mimics are collected, a floppy disk is going to come out of the memory machine. Make sure to grab that and make your way over to the planning offices and insert it into this computer here. After that, you're going to want to go to the OPC, which is the big dome on the map that has been locked for the entire game until now. Go into the dome and it is going to make a dark aether portal. The portal is going to overload the power system and turn off the power completely, and Peck will reveal the truth that the serum wore off early because we did not mix it properly. And he will also tell us again that there is no way to get Maxis. Make your way over to Mission Control, and after a few seconds, the metal sheet over his window will be closed again, and Requiem will come up with another idea to get her back. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do for this step is to wait for Ravenov to give you a special passcode for a locker that is right beside Peck's window. Pick up what drops from the locker and make your way out to the defense area right outside of Mission Control. In this defense area is the shovel. Now, we are going to need the shovel for this step. You can find it inside one of the huts in this defense area, and if it's not in the hut that I found it in my gameplay, it'll just be in one of the adjacent huts. Now, we need the shovel because we are going to dig up 3 different Ethereum crystals. Now, the first one is going to be in the defense zone outside of the Juggernaut machine area. It'll be in the center of the defense area, right where one of the Dark Aether portals is that the zombies pour out of. It should be in a mound of dirt, and when you're close to it, you should hear a beeping. Once you dig this one up with your shovel, a greenish dome is going to spawn around you, and you will need to kill zombies within that dome. Now, everything from manglers to mimics are going to spawn in there, so make sure your armor and ammo are completely replenished before you go in there. Once you have killed them all, the dome is going to disappear and you will be able to grab the crystal. The next one will be near the planning office in this corner here. Once you dig it up, a whole load of them are going to spawn in various places near where you dug it up. Now, you are going to want to look at all of them and find the one that does not have any black dust in it. It should be completely white. Now, make sure to look over all of them very carefully, because if you mess this up, you will have to redo the first one that you just did. So be sure to double check all of them to make sure that there is no little black dots, in it, because the white one is very obvious which one it is. Once you grab it, you will have successfully gotten that crystal. For the third and final crystal, you are going to need the Ray K, and it does not matter how you get the Ray K. It can be from the trials, the mystery box, or from the free Ray K Easter egg. It will be in this corner here next to the barracks, and when you dig it up, it is going to teleport away from you somewhere else in the barracks. Now, what you have to do is look for it, and it should be easy to spot because it is a bright purple canister, and when you find it, you need to shoot at it with the secondary grenade launcher-like shot from the Ray K, and you should see a spinning effect coming from the shot. While the spinning effect is happening, you have to quickly run up and collect the last crystal. And if you don't do it right, don't worry, it's just going to keep teleporting and spawning all over the barracks, so try as many times as you need. After you get all the crystals, all you have to do is go to each of the power generators and put a crystal in them. It does not matter what order you put them in, you just have to do them all. After you do that, you're going to completely overload the power to the base and turn the power off. Peck will then tell you that we failed and that we should just go home, but after a few seconds, some audio cues from Requiem are going to say that we can use the satellites for power. Make your way over to this computer in the planning offices and interact with it. When you do, you will be taken to almost a mini-game-like screen. When in the screen, you will have control of this little dot, and when you go over to all the other big dots on the screen, different countries' flags will appear, except for one, a question mark will appear. Make sure you put your dot on the one with the question mark and press X or A, and that will send a space laser to your satellite, and it is very cool to watch. I would highly recommend staying to watch it. After that is done, make your way over to the OPC to initiate the final boss fight. Once initiated, you will get Maxis and head back to the village where Orda is going to attempt to stop you. Now, this will be just like all of the Orda assault rounds. You will just have to kill her and it will be all over. Now, when the boss fight starts, large amounts of every zombie, including hellhounds, mimics, and manglers, are going to spawn, and I personally recommend prioritizing your safety over doing damage to the boss. Just be sure to be patient and do not go near Orda. She will swing her club hand, and if she hits you, she will instantly down you. She will also have a time when you may do damage multipliers on her, and audio cues will go off and let you know when that is. But in the spawn area where the boss fight happens, there is a crafting table, a Wonder Fizz, a armor station, and a pack-a-punch machine, so you will have everything that you need to beat her. I would recommend using the Reiki to deal damage to her and the upgraded Howard to kill all of the zombies. After you kill her, you will have successfully done the Easter egg and got the calling card and the ending cutscene. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to comment down below if this guide helped you or not, and as always, if you happen to enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any of my future uploads, and until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you in the next video.